High school graduation. Arguably the most exciting time in a young person's life. A defining moment when a child becomes an adult. A time when they begin to take responsibility for their future and make many of the personal decisions that will in effect define them. Will they take a job or choose college or university? Will they travel or choose to live in another country? Will they own a home or rent an apartment? Who will they choose to share in their lives? What passions will they pursue, and how will they make their distinct contribution to society? But for people living with disabilities and their families, it's a very different reality. Across the country and around the world, the dreams for many people with disabilities are restricted to services. Their future, their options, and their opportunities limited to the services available in their local area. So Sue in Halifax believes that her only chance to move out of her family home is if a space comes available in one of a handful of group homes that may take her. Chris in Milwaukee feels he can work if he's accepted into the local sheltered workshop. Ben in Vancouver may get a holiday without his parents, only if he's accepted into the summer camp for people with disabilities. Programs and services have their place, but many individuals with disabilities and their families want more. They want options, and they want to build and create their own unique dreams. My Life, My Choice profiles 7 adults and their families as they work to direct their lives as they want to live. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Every single parent will tell you it's work, hard work. They'll also tell you they wouldn't do a thing differently. We'll meet Peter, a man who for 49 years had his every need taken care of by either the province or his mother. When his mother passed away unexpectedly, everyone wondered who would care for Peter. Melissa lived in an institution for years. Passionate about animals, she's found the ideal place to spend her days: Colasante's Tropical Gardens and Petting Zoo. One of the proudest days in Paul Willette's life was the day when a colleague asked how David was doing. Really well, he said. He just moved into his own home and has started a business. Lisa is a pioneer. When she was 3, her mother met Marcia Forrest, Judith Snow, and Rose Galati. Needless to say, Lisa has been breaking down barriers ever since. No one ever thought Amanda would live on her own. That was until her parents realized that she liked to live alone and often needed to be alone. Setting Amanda up in her own apartment changed her life. When Neil's parents were told of his disability, the last place they thought they would find him would be on stage at the Bridge Tavern. Celtic music is but one of his many passions. Living with a visual impairment and with autism makes it hard for Isaac to work and to meet people. Yet when he began making deliveries, his very first customer became a good friend. As past president of People First in Ontario, Richard Ruston is very familiar with person-directed living.
The people you're going to meet are very unique in their own ways. I think the biggest thing is they're making their own choices, they're making their own decisions. Some decisions, they ask for help in very different ways of supports, but they choose who they want to hire, who they want to fire, who they want in their life is really important to them. It's not about the service. I think it's all about themselves, who they feel safe with, and who they trust. That's all it comes down to, is trust.
Person-directed living is a right we take for granted. None of us could imagine having only 1 or 2 choices of places to work, or 1 or 2 choices of places to live. And none of us would cope well without the right to make the most basic decisions on our behalf. We direct our lives with the choices we make, whether it's the dozens of major decisions we make throughout our lifetime, or the thousands of seemingly minor choices we're offered on a daily basis. But in order to have choices, it's critical to be able to dream beyond programs and services. All of the individuals profiled in this DVD have benefited from the support of third-party independent planning provided by Windsor Essex Brokerage. And everyone would admit that it would be hard to accomplish all that they have without it. While you'll hear the term individualized funding used by families, in reality, from the government's perspective, there is no individualized funding. The funds flow through an agency first. People and families are then able to direct how things will work from there. This is due to the flexibility built into the local system and the willingness by local service providers to support people in this way. My Life, My Choice demonstrates the unlimited potential in all of us when given an opportunity to direct our lives as we choose.